Hello, media fans! Welcome to our first edition of Vocal Violence, where we take your favorite voice actors and put them against each other.
We're going to see who played them best, who played them the worst, and who played them the weirdest for your favorite characters across their entire franchises. I'm your host, Randall Logic.
And I'm your host, Nixon, and today we'll be covering Mr. 25 this year, Sonic the Hedgehog.
What's your experience with Sonic, Nixon?
Well, I first started with the games because my cousin had a Sega Genesis. I had a lot of fun playing it, and when I was really young, my mom couldn't really afford a babysitter, so sometimes I would go to work with her, and she had this small boob tube TV portable thing that she would have, and I would often try and catch Sonic Underground as best as I can. You know, Sonic voiced by the one where Sonic's voiced by Sam Vincent, Double D from Ed and Eddie.
Well, his singing voice is, but the most popular Sonic series out of all of them, clearly.
Because, well, actually, the more edgier one, which was also Jaleel Smith, not the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, the one that came after that, was also very popular, due to its darker atmosphere and higher quality voice acting.
Oh, yeah, although I'm not horribly familiar with, honestly, anything Sonic related, but, I have seen, a bit of all of those, cartoons and stuff when I was younger. I remember picking up, one or two of the box sets at Blockbuster. I've never touched Sonic Underground, though, and I think I'd be better if I didn't.
Actually, Sonic Underground has relatively aged well. I mean, it's still edgy 90s teenager, totally radical, but if you can get past that, it actually does have some pretty decent story arcs.
You know what to say. Anyway, let's say that when we actually get there, because we have a lot of voice actors to go with, and sadly for you guys, we're going to be saving the actual video game for the last.
Yeah. We'll start off with 1993, Sonic's first rendition with Jaleel White.
Here I am, slughead. Give me your best shot. SWAT bots must have busted him. I'm juicing back. Somebody's got that old chili dog feeling again.
Jaleel White was the first Sonic voice actor here in the States. I think the Japanese commercials had Sonic speaking or something like that, but I wouldn't be too sure. I'm not knowledgeable on that.
Yeah,
Jaleel White, in my opinion, was a great start to the series as Sonic was still relatively young, where he was young enough to sound hip and cool with the kids, but he wasn't over the top adult sounding, so kids can relate.
Oh yeah, I totally agree. Sonic as a whole has had a great arc with its voice actors, and I'll go with them as they go. But I clearly the people who are making this was Sonic's really big right now. Sega's popular and stuff like that. We need a hip actor who can work with this, like a big celebrity. But all they could find with Jaleel White, Urkel from Family Matters.
The only alternative for video game-based TV was Captain N the Game Master, the Super Mario Bros. Super Show, and The Legend of Zelda, and that's no good! Haha, get it?
God, you're clever. Anyway, but I think he does it well. He starts out kind of nasally, if I remember. I'll be bringing back to because Jaleel can't do more than a nasally voice from Family Matters. But if I remember, over his course of the series, he sounds more mature. And was Jaleel White the longest running Sonic VA? Because 3 seasons is pretty friggin' long.
Not to mention his continuation in Sonic Underground, which was in 1999, where he shared the role with Sam Vincent.
Come in, my friend. Welcome to the party. But only if you're one of a kind. The adventure of our life is now starting. Robotnik's empire running out of time.
A.k.a. Double D from Ed and Eddie, who did the singing voice, because Sam Vincent could what Jaleel couldn't. Keep a consistent singing voice to rock.
And Sam Vincent, does well. I would like to see him doing, a full-on Sonic voice for a show. And his singing voice isn't too bad either. The little clip from behind the voice actor has become one of my guilty pleasures lately.
especially with the way he, rocks the 90s sound.
Welcome to the party, but only if you're one of a kind. It's fun.
But we skipped one voice actress.
No, we didn't. What are you talking about? No, we didn't.
In 1996, unfortunately, along with Mario and several others, there was a educational game with Sonic called Sonic Schoolhouse, sung for the PC, of course, done by Meg Inglima.
Hi there, I'm Sonic the Hedgehog. You're going to play in my schoolhouse. If you've ever got a problem, find me and I'll help.
Yeah, she doesn't have a picture on behind the voice actor, so you know that she's good.
And she only has one role, and the role that killed her entire career.
She's probably like the editor's daughter or something. I don't know.
I would make assumptions like that, but I wouldn't doubt it either.
If you haven't heard it, it's... Well, first of all...
We'll sample it.
First of all, why does it... I don't know why, but it kind of surprises me that, like all mainstays for Sonic has been male. I don't know why, but just, it seems like Sonic would be one of those characters that would have, like, a female voice. Heck, one of them that we're going to be talking about comes really close, but also that voice is bad, so that just shows that just Sonic being male is the way to go.
Well,
but this one is really... It's PC quality for educational. It's very low par.
Well, the thing with Sonic the Hedgehog is, it wasn't when we first saw Sonic the Hedgehog when done in art and stuff, he wasn't the tall, strapping lad we saw in Sonic Adventure, Sonic Shuffle.
Strapping lad.
He was a short, cartoony little guy. So he sounded more, cartoonish and kiddish. Which Martin Burke was the biggest victim, or the biggest culprit of, in the Sonic the Hedgehog, the movie, in 1999.
We don't have time to play little games with you. Get out of our way! So now we can get down to the real fight. The last Sonic standing will be the winner. You might know everything I'm going to do, but that's not going to help you, since I know everything you're going to do. Strange, isn't it?
God, who made this? I don't know, but, Mark Burke was quite not good at this.
No. And the Knuckles voice in that one was no better. None of the voices were good, except for Eggman. But you can't really fuck up Eggman.
You could say about, whoever the hell educational chick, because, that was just kind of the standard of it in those days, but this is a friggin' movie that was supposed to have a budget and talent behind it, but also just like Sonic Schoolhouse, this is his only role as far as I know.
And I believe you would be correct. That is indeed correct. Another, Sonic appears to be one of those ones where if they do it, they pass and they go on to do good stuff, like Sonic Adventure's Ryan Drummond and Jason Smith from Sonic the Hedgehog 2006, also known as the one from Sonic X, what most people would remember him from if they don't remember the video games, and Roger Craig Smith from Sonic Colors and Sonic Boom, which, by the way, I love
finally
Roger Craig Smith's voice. It's amazing.
We'll get to that, but we're finally going into the stuff that everyone wanted to see. I wonder how many people are just no, backspace, let's watch another PewDiePie video. They're not talking about the video games.
Whoa! Hey! Let's not put Pewds on blast here. That's not the point of the video. That to my opinion, it's a cheap gag. But regardless,
I'm just going off the top of my head, but I guess that means that my brain just runs on candy. I don't know.
Remember, sub to Youngtown.
I guess if I'm gonna do it, you might as well do it. We were planning on this in pre-production, and I was like, "Don't do it."
Well, he slipped the tongue first, so I'm just saying my part. All right, fun time over. Let's get to the analytics of the. Let's call it the second generation of Sonic. The first generation of Sonic being the cartoony Sega Genesis ones, the one where he's a cute little animal creature. And move on to the 3D Sonics, the second generation, starting with Ryan Drummond.
Talk about low-budget flights, no food or movies. I'm out of here. I like running better. That's the Chaos Emerald. Now I know what's going on. The military has mistaken me for the likes of you. So, where do you think you're going with that emerald? Say something, you fake hedgehog!
From what I've like been able to tell, Ryan Drummond was exactly my like theory with like Sonic Schoolhouse's VA, where it's just like he was just working there. It's just like, hey, can you do this voice? And he's like, yeah, radical. And it's like, okay, cool, you can do this for the next 5 years. Yeah, here's the thing about like the Sonic Adventure series is that like I like all the voice acting in that, but it's really not well directed at all. So like they kind of sound weird. But like I think like the voice acting, especially for like one of the first. This is like the first time that the video games have got like the voice acting treatment, and it's really not that bad.
I mean, Sonic Adventure, its voice acting was, but out of all of the roles, Knuckles, Sonic, and Eggman all put in some good work. Although Eggman's mic difficulties, and Knuckles is
rap.
Yeah. Which, ironically, in Sonic Adventure, I believe the voice of Knuckles was actually done by Brian Drummond.
His brother?
Yeah. I'm gonna have to confirm that. Give me a moment.
Yeah, just go off on a tangent. I'm gonna figure this out.
Never mind. That was Michael Gaharn.
I got Scott Dreyer, but anyway.
From the first Sonic Adventure?
Yeah. Is there much to say, really, about, like Drummond himself, though? I mean, he does fine, but, like, most of his personality is really just one-liners. Like, I love this, like, clip in Behind the Voice Actor because it's seriously just one-liner, 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 one-liner.
The one I was thinking of for Brian Drummond was Knuckles the Echidna in Sonic Underground. Which is funny! Because Brian Drummond in Sonic Underground, Ryan Drummond as the first voice of the 3D Sonics, Brian Drummond in the last voice of the 2D Sonics.
Yeah.
Kind of coincidental.
I wonder if he likes that role after going on to play Goku.
I wouldn't know. But I bet he would.
Yeah, I like Knuckles.
Knuckles is always a fun character, but that's for another video.
Yeah.
Hint. Sub for more.
We'll get to it in like 5 years.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, moving on to the 3D Sonics.
Well, besides Sonic Adventure.
Besides Sonic Adventure. After that would have been Jason Griffith, I believe.
I'm Sonic! Sonic the Hedgehog! Well, this is new. Showing remorse, Eggman? If you played nice, I wouldn't have to break all your toys. You're too slow!
I have a lot to say about this guy, because I freaking love him.
After Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, and for the Sonic 06 and Sonic Storyboard trilogy, we have Jason Griffith.
I have a lot to say here, because I really like this guy, but there's also so much negative to say. Let me start off by saying that, like, do you realize that Jason Griffith has, for how long he's been in it, he was in that weird time when Sega was trying to find like gimmicks to work with Sonic, and it's never worked out. And I don't think that Jason Griffith has been in Sonic anything that hasn't been like immensely popular from the start.
And hell, he even got replaced for Sonic Lost World, Sonic Mario, and Sonic the Olympic Games, Super Smash Brothers. And the game that must not be mentioned.
I want you to mention it because I legitimately have no clue.
Sonic Boom. More like Sonic Sizzle.
Well, no, I don't think that's the case. It's just like he did like a decent run. And he's been doing it for like 4 or 5 years, and really that's not bad either.
He did it for the tennis game, the Sonic Rider series. He was the voice in Brawl, the voice in Sonic, the Sonic storybook trilogy. Oh, and Sonic Rivals and Rivals 2.
But God, he had to do so much crap. Like Jason Griffith is probably the most quoted Sonic voice actor, but not because people like him, because it's ironic because of the stupid stuff they say. Like, quick, say one right now.
Come on, step it up.
Now I'll show you. Exactly. It also doesn't help that he voiced Shadow, which it's just to completely emphasize on the whole opposite personality thing, and just like, who doesn't love a dark and edgy character? He really just gruffed his voice a little bit, and that's it.
Yeah, I will say that. I don't think any of Shadow's voices have been good. That's just my opinion, though.
Yeah, but don't get me wrong. I do like Jason Griffith a lot. He's probably my main Sonic that I've listened to, because as I watch Sonic X, and it's a bit better than Drummond, because he's given more than just one-liners to say. Sure, the writing's still pretty crap and just and stupid and overly dramatic and lame, but there's still more to him, you know?
Though I prefer Jason Griffith's voice more towards Jet the Hawk. He did a great Jet the Hawk, making a Sonic-like character, but not making him the exact same in sound.
Huh. I'm gonna have to check that out later.
He also... The easiest to find him is Sonic Riders or Sonic and the Black Knight, because he is Sir Lamorak.
He was in that?
Yeah, he was, Sonic and the Black Knight had more references to the other Sonic characters, like Blaze, Silver, and, of course, Jet.
I always thought that it was just, the main, Sonic, Tails, Amy, Knuckles, and then, the other knights, like Shadow and Blaze, and that's it.
Well, Jet was the other knight. Then, of course, there are the other two knights, which one of them I forget, and the other one is Jet, or the other one is Silver. But Silver was only for the multiplayer mode.
There was multiplayer.
Yeah, same thing with Sonic and the Secret Rings. It was a big wannabe Mario Party in Secret Rings.
Really? God. I remember that Shadow the Hedgehog was just a major brawl-a-thon with guns.
It was an action platformer shoot 'em up. With
I meant the multiplayer.
Oh yeah, no, the multiplayer is just a platforming shoot 'em up, where you're shooting up each other with ridiculously stupid, amazing guns.
Because when you want to play Shadow the Hedgehog, you want to play it with friends.
If you can find friends.
Yeah, you probably don't have friends if you love Shadow the Hedgehog that much to play multiplayer with friends.
No, it's a good party game just to get some good yucks out. I was just a lonely child.
I think we all were. Let's change directions before we get sad.
But I'm always sad.
God. Is there anything else to say on Griffith?
Griffith!
All the references.
Why not?
God.
Going off on Griffith's career as an actor, he actually has a lot of stuff, actually.
Yeah, he has a few things from what I remember, but his main thing was Sonic.
And Usopp.
Usopp.
Yeah, he was the voice of Usopp.
I remember, but he's him being a 4Kids actor, that also doesn't help much of anything either, does it? That Sonic X has while it was still good, there was still the 4Kids isms in them.
Moving alongside from the golden age, I would say, of Sonic voice acting, and now into the new age with Roger Craig Smith.
He loves to hear his own lips flap, but I gotta hand it to the Eggster. This place is epic. Everyone and their brother is gonna want to come here. Eggman? I am going to save this planet, and I am going to free these aliens. No copyright law in the universe is going to stop me.
Depends on what you consider as writing for Golden Age.
Subjective, but true. But yeah,
um,
Roger Craig Smith, who took to the Sonic role with intense ease.
yeah, you're right on that. Like, God, like, for those of you who don't know, this is Ezio Auditore, the bomb guy from Naruto. I don't know his name.
Deidara.
How do you know this?
Stupid names.
Fair
I remember
point.
stupid names. Random.
And coincidentally, if any of you guys played Mighty Number 9, he was the cocky blue guy in that. Also Captain America.
A lot of Captain Americas.
Yeah. This one was hard for me to like, because, you know, I grew up on Griffith, primarily. And it was just kind of like weird to hear a new one, and of course my first reaction was, yeah, I don't like it. It's different.
I still think it's funny that Griffith voiced Jet the Hawk. If only he was in a band involving the Hawk.
Berserk, okay? We're talking about Berserk, if anyone doesn't know.
Don't doubt our audience. Don't doubt our audience.
I don't know. Like, there might be people who don't know about Berserk.
To which you have shit tastes.
For liking Berserk?
No, for not knowing about Berserk. But that's for another time. And it wasn't Mighty Number 9. It was Wonderful 101, where he was Wonder Blue.
Oh, God. Why did I give that game credibility?
Because
no!
You shouldn't let your memes become dreams.
No comment. God. Craig Smith's... Well, first of all, like, Craig Smith has good stuff, good, like, Sonic credibility in terms of, like that he actually has a few good things under his belt, like Generations, Colors. The new show... Oh, I'm not even sure how old it is now, but, like probably if I recall, like, the first time that, like, Sonic's had a show made by Americans in, like, the past, like, 20, 30 years.
2014, by the way.
Thank you. Have you seen it, actually?
I love it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Like,
I was the one who started to show you the best moments of where all the good one-liners came out.
I know. God. I know, I just completely forgot. I'm sorry.
With Best Eggman, Mike Pollock.
Of course.
Fight me.
And coming out one of the worst Sonic games, Sonic Boom.
Yeah.
It's funny how Sonic Boom started with, like, the cruddy writing and just, like, how horribly one-dimensional these characters are. And how not funny that is. But Sonic Boom was able to do basically the same thing, but, like, the writing is just so much better that, like, Knuckles' stupid one-liners are actually funny now.
Well, more of his moments of idiocy are just absolutely the best.
And just random enjoyments. Just like, it's like, Eggbots at 3 o'clock. Oh, I can't do 3 o'clock. I have a ticket to the opera.
Or, there's no instructions. It's only pictures, just like the novel I'm writing. The plot's all there. The characters are there, but the plot's all over the place.
It's a good groundwork, but the sad thing is that it was a Sonic game, and, like, people wanted a good Sonic game for once, after how great I hear Generations was.
Generations was a really good game.
Yeah, and now from the looks of things, they're going to be doing Generations 2. Because
I have a friend who's clocked in over 600 hours of Sonic Generations.
What the... How? This isn't Hyrule Warriors where, like, it's just, like there's so much stuff to do. Like, what can you do there? Like...
Playthroughs of the game, trying to be his best time, seeing what glitches and manipulations he can do.
Alright.
Not to mention, I think Sonic Generations also had, like, a bunch of DLC.
Did it?
No, that's my guess. I personally don't own the game, because what is money?
Right. And I'm not a huge Sonic fan to begin with. I don't know, just, like, the speed was never my thing. You know what I mean? Just kind of
Sonic
like,
Speed!
just kind of like, oh my god, I can't handle this at all.
What I personally like about Sonic Boom is that they gave Amy and Tails newer personalities, so they're not this, oh my god, I'm in love with Sonic. Oh my god, I have to follow him everywhere. I'm his biggest fan. They made Tails the intellectual smart mouth who when you try, you're like, yo, step up. I'd rather not. And then Amy's not the I'm a strong, independent woman. No, she's like that at comedic intervals, but for the most part, she's just her own character, not just a Sonic.
Yeah, she went from a strong, independent woman to a strong, independent woman who's not as obnoxious of being a strong, independent woman.
And one who's not blatantly obsessed with main character because blue penis.
Yeah, just like, I do like Tails because there's, I hated so much how just like the history of sidekicks had to like deal with just like the BS and just like the annoying, just like not being listened to by the stupid main character, but just like Tails is just like no, I'll totally call you out on your BS.
Like for example, from Sonic Boom the show, Tails, we have a problem. There's no off switch on the Doomsday device. Who would put an off switch on the Doomsday device?
And that's great.
It's ironic because Eggman said the exact same thing like a minute before, and often Eggman and Tails do either agree on things or say the same thing.
I know, right?
Oh, and again, still best Eggman Mike Pollock.
Oh yeah.
Who was also in Berserk.
Full circle? I don't know.
It can't be full circle because there's no end on this ruse cruise. But yeah, overall, I really did like. I'm not so big of a fan of Sonic as I used to growing up, but I could still respect Jaleel White and Sam Vincent's tries at the early ones. I can understand Jason Griffith's way of doing things for Sonic X and above, but Roger Craig Smith is still my favorite.
Here's the fun thing about Sonic voice actors is that it goes through it goes through like a line of actors that you would expect act out of a character to have some serious evolution. Like it starts with the Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon where it's like well, we got this popular thing here that people really like, and we should capitalize on this with the show. Let's take the Archie Comics and whatever hell celebrity is popular at the time that will work with it and go from there. You got some crappy spin-offs. You got a crappy movie that no one really likes or has ever seen. And with the video games, like it starts off with just like with 3D, like Ryan Drummond has Sonic kind of like immature. He's kind of in his infancy where he's just like yeah, woohoo, and that's about it. There's not much like smartness or personality there. Jason Griffith has developed a little bit more where he's saying more stuff. He seems a bit smarter, but he seems very teenage like where it's like I'm cocky, I'm the fastest thing alive. But there's more than Drummond, and Roger Craig Smith feels like Sonic has become more of an adult, where he definitely seems to be smarter. He's gained some personality from hanging out with Tails and some patience. His voice has changed to sound more mature. And in the next Sonic game, he's going to sound like an old man. Oh, what if that's the twist? That Sonic grows up to be like that old hedgehog with the mustache from the Archie comic, and then the Archie comics start up doing the cartoons again.
I wouldn't be against that. And actually, it's funny that you mentioned going back to the Sonic based off the Archie comics. I'm looking back at it now. Jesus, they have a bunch of good roles. They have a bunch of good voice actors. Other than Jaleel White, they had Rob Paulson, Jim Cummings, Cree Summers, Tim Curry, Frank Welker. Well, Frank Welker does a lot of things.
Well, so does a lot of these guys does a lot of stuff.
Christy Canova.
Rest her soul.
Yep. But yeah, that is the one Sonic series that not many people pay attention to. But it has the best voice cast. Like, when it comes to professional numbers, it has the best voice cast. But it doesn't get much attention.
What we're saying is bring back the Archie stuff, because from what I've heard, it's actually gotten pretty good.
Yeah, the Archie stuff is amazing, especially with the crossover they did. Oh, also, fun fact. Wade Lode from Kim Possible, he was the voice of younger Sonic in that, in Sonic, the 1993 one. Not the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, the good one.
Oh yeah, I was wondering who that was.
With Jim Cummings Robotnik. Second best Robotnik.
Oh yeah, God. It's sad to think that Jim Cummings is 2 in anything with voice acting, you know?
Fight me.
No, I don't doubt you. I love Mike Pollock, but I'm just saying.
And then, of course, there's Best Comedic Eggman, Long John Baldry. Snooping as usual, I see. Penis!
I just let Nixon just go off, just like a cat. Just like you want to go run outside? Well, go ahead. You can run outside.
But as a cat, I will stand in the door, look at you, then go sit in my box. After knocking over your TV, your glass, your soda, and clawing up your phone case.
So, what do you think? If we were gonna rank these guys,
rate them as in rank them, or rate them as overall?
Best, worst, weird.
My opinion, Roger Craig Smith, best.
I gotta go with Griffith. I don't know. I grew up with him. I loved his voice, and just like I said, Sonic does have a progression of character, but I question whether or not I want to see him as more than just a teenage guy. Plus, Griffith needs one good Sonic thing, you know? Because he's had crap throughout his entire time as Sonic.
Weirdest? Jaleel. It works weirdly good. That's why I love it. Also Sam Vincent by extension.
I thought that we were agreed that the default was going to be Meg Inglima from Sonic Schoolhouse.
That's the worst.
Oh, really? Well, I'm considering that as just weird. I consider worse Martin Burke.
Oh yeah, he did that.
Because his voice is just so annoying and just it's so close to being a girl that it just bugs the crap out of me.
Yeah. Oh, so another fun fact. Jason Griffith did 21 total Sonic the Hedgehog roles.
Lines. They just repeated. They just put his one-liners in just constant, just use them, whatever.
And the most for Japan is Junichi Kanemaru, the longest standing Sonic, who's also the Japanese Swiper the Fox. What? How are you gonna play a show about that's supposed to teach you Spanish in Japan? What even?
Maybe it's just when anime A's that are dubbed goes into an English class and turned out to be French or something.
But Dora the Explorer was made in the States first.
Yeah, I don't know. We're going into some weird stuff, so I think we're gonna call it.
All right, thank you for joining us for our first podcast video thingamabobber. This was Nixon
And Randall Logic.
and You come up with something.
Don't say like, comment, subscribe. Don't say like, comment, subscribe. Damn it!
Sub to Youngtown.